have some comments entertained from Senator Cruz.
I thank the senator from Kentucky, and I do indeed have additional questions. You know, the heart of what you're standing for, what so many other senators tonight are standing for, is liberty. And that, I think, has always been the foundational value in the United States of America. Our country was founded by framers who understood that concentrated power is always inimical to liberty. That any time great power is undivided, that the freedom of the people is at jeopardy. And even, in some ways, a different manifestation in one of the greatest movies of all time, Patton. The opening scene of Patton, I will confess to the senator of Kentucky, I have more than once, in preparation for an oral argument in court, simply watched George C. Scott marching out in front of a flag the size of North Dakota. Standing in front of the flag, General Patton observed in a tribute to that very same speech I just read, and I'm going to modify it slightly to make it PG. Men, I want you to remember that no
bastard
ever won a war by dying for his country. He won it by making the other poor
bastard
die for his country. Men, all this stuff you've heard about America not wanting to fight, wanting to stay out of the war, is a lot of horse stuff. Americans traditionally love to fight. All real Americans love the sting of battle. When you were kids, you all admired the champion marble shooter, the fastest runner, big league ball players, the toughest boxers. Americans love a winner and will not tolerate a loser. Americans play to win all the time. I wouldn't give a hoot in hell for a man who lost and laughed. That's why Americans have never lost and will never lose a war, because the very thought of losing is hateful to Americans. George C. Scott continued his Patton. There's another thing I want you to remember. I don't want to get any messages saying we are holding our position. We're not holding anything. Let the other side do that. We're advancing constantly. We're not interested in holding on to anything except the enemy. We're going to hold him by the nose and
kick him in the ass. We're going to kick the hell out of him all the time, and we're going to go through him like mackerel goose.
30 years from now, when you're sitting around the fireside with your grandson on your knee, and he asks you, what did you do in the Great World War II? You won't have to say, well, I
shoveled shit
in Louisiana. That same sentiment, the same sentiments in St. Crispin Day, talked about a tradition that has been a tradition in America for centuries. And for that reason, splitting the atom of sovereignty, separating power, prevents any one branch of government from acquiring unchecked power. It is indeed the responsibility of this body to do what we're doing now. If a president of the United States decrees the power to take the lives of U.S. citizens on U.S. soil without due process of law, I would suggest it is integral to the oath of office of every member of the United States Senate and every member of the United States House of Representatives to stand up and say, Mr. President, respectfully, no